Have you ever found yourself staring at bills you can't pay, wondering how you're going to make it through the month? Financial struggles can feel overwhelming, and the weight of constant stress can drain your energy and hope. But what if there was a way to break free from this cycle, a path that not only leads to financial relief but to lasting prosperity? Imagine being able to overcome your financial hardships and open doors to new opportunities, doors you never thought possible. What if the key to unlocking that abundance was as simple as a shift in your mindset, a prayer, and the belief in divine intervention? Today, we're going to explore how you can transform your financial reality with the help of Saint Michael the Archangel. This is not just about hoping for a miracle, it's about taking action with faith, aligning your spirit with abundance, and embracing the support of a powerful protector. So, if you're ready to discover how Saint Michael can help you manifest the financial breakthroughs you need, hit the like button, grab your headphones for a deeper experience, and stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss this. When it comes to overcoming life's most difficult challenges, faith can be the most powerful tool at our disposal. Faith isn't just about believing in something we can't see, it's about trusting in a higher power that has the ability to guide, protect, and ultimately transform our lives. Saint Michael the Archangel, one of the most revered celestial beings, is not only a protector against evil but also a source of strength and guidance during times of need. In many spiritual traditions, Saint Michael is known as the warrior archangel who stands firm against darkness and adversity. But what many don't realize is that his influence can also extend to our material world, our finances, our opportunities, and even our ability to overcome financial struggles. This is where the true power of faith comes in. When you call upon Saint Michael with sincere faith, you're not just asking for a quick fix or a temporary solution. You're inviting divine intervention into your life, asking for guidance, protection, and the strength to persevere through your financial difficulties. The energy of Saint Michael is not only a shield against negativity but a powerful force that can help open doors to prosperity. Saint Michael teaches us that we are not alone in our struggles. His protection extends beyond the physical realm and into every aspect of our lives, including our financial circumstances. With unwavering faith, we can begin to align ourselves with the divine flow of abundance that exists all around us. But we must first understand that faith is more than just a feeling, it's a mindset. It's the belief that, despite the challenges we face, we are worthy of receiving the blessings that life has to offer. The first step in transforming your financial reality is shifting from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Scarcity is a belief that resources are limited and that we must fight to survive. Abundance, on the other hand, is the understanding that the universe, and by extension, the divine, has endless possibilities to offer. When you truly believe in this, your perspective changes, and opportunities begin to flow into your life in unexpected ways. Saint Michael the Archangel embodies this shift in mindset. He reminds us that we are not limited by the circumstances we face. Just as he stands strong in the face of evil, we too can stand strong against financial hardships. But in order to fully receive his protection and the guidance he offers, we must trust in the process. This is where faith plays a crucial role. Faith is not passive. It requires action. It requires trust that even when things don't seem to be going our way, there is a divine plan unfolding that is working in our favor. Saint Michael teaches us to trust in that plan, to hold our faith firmly, and to take the necessary steps towards the life of abundance we deserve. When we align ourselves with Saint Michael's energy, we are stepping into a space of protection, strength, and abundance. We begin to notice the small miracles, unexpected opportunities, a change in mindset, a new job offer, or even a solution to a financial problem that seemed insurmountable. It's in these moments that we realize just how powerful faith, combined with the divine protection of Saint Michael, can be. Remember, faith is not about waiting for a miracle to fall into your lap. It's about trusting that the miracles are already on their way and that you have the strength to receive them. When we trust in Saint Michael's guidance, we not only protect ourselves from harm but also open ourselves up to the flow of divine abundance that can completely transform our financial reality. So, ask yourself, do you truly believe that you are worthy of prosperity? Do you trust in the divine timing of your life? If you do, then you're already on the path to receiving the miracles that are meant for you. And with Saint Michael's powerful presence, that path becomes clearer, stronger, and full of promise. With Saint Michael as your guide and protector, your faith will become the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Trust in this divine connection, and watch as your financial life begins to shift in ways you never imagined possible. Now that we understand the immense power of faith and how it connects us to Saint Michael the Archangel, it's time to dive into the practical side of how you can use his powerful prayer to invite financial miracles into your life. The prayer of Saint Michael is not just words spoken into the air, it is a divine invocation, a call for help that has the power to transform your life, especially when it comes to your finances. The first thing you need to understand is that prayer is not merely a request, it's an act of deep faith and trust. When you pray to Saint Michael, you're asking for his protection, his strength, and his intervention in your financial situation. You're opening yourself up to divine guidance and trusting that the universe will begin to align in your favor. The power of the prayer. Saint Michael the Archangel is not just a protector against evil, he is also a guide for those in need. He has the power to help you overcome the obstacles standing in the way of your financial success. Whether it's debt, lack of job opportunities, or financial uncertainty, the prayer to Saint Michael can bring clarity, guidance, and unexpected blessings into your life. Here is a simple but powerful prayer you can begin using right now to invite Saint Michael's intervention into your financial life. Saint Michael the Archangel, defender of the faithful, protect me in this moment of financial struggle. I ask that you intervene on my behalf, removing all obstacles that are standing in the way of my financial freedom. Open doors of opportunity and abundance, and guide me towards the right path. Help me to trust in your protection and to receive the blessings that are meant for me. Amen. When to pray. Timing is crucial when it comes to prayer. It's not enough to say the words and expect immediate results. You must approach prayer with the right mindset and a heart full of sincerity. The best times to pray are during moments when you feel the weight of your financial challenges or when you're looking for guidance and clarity. Here are a few key moments to pray. In the morning, as you start your day, begin your day by invoking Saint Michael's protection and asking for financial guidance. Set the tone for the day with faith, and let that faith carry you through whatever challenges arise. Before making financial decisions, whether it's an investment, a job interview, or negotiating a business deal, praying to Saint Michael before these decisions can help you gain clarity and make choices that will benefit your financial future. When you feel overwhelmed or stressed, financial struggles can bring a lot of emotional stress. If you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to stop, breathe, and pray to Saint Michael. His strength and protection can provide peace of mind and a sense of calm during difficult times. At night before bed, before going to sleep, offer your prayer and ask Saint Michael to protect your financial well-being overnight. This can help release any anxiety you may be carrying and allow you to rest peacefully. Making the prayer part of your routine. While it's important to pray in moments of financial stress, it's also crucial to incorporate the prayer of Saint Michael into your daily routine. Making it a regular practice will help you strengthen your faith and align yourself with the divine protection and guidance that Saint Michael offers. Consider incorporating the following practices. Daily prayer. Set aside a few minutes each day to say the prayer. You can do this in the morning, before a financial decision, or whenever you feel the need for Saint Michael's protection. The more consistently you pray, the stronger your connection to Saint Michael will become. Gratitude. After praying, take a moment to express gratitude for the guidance and blessings you've already received. Even before you see the results, thank Saint Michael for his intervention. Gratitude is a powerful tool that helps you stay in alignment with abundance. Visualization. When you pray, take a few moments to visualize your financial situation improving. Picture yourself receiving unexpected opportunities, overcoming your debts, or landing that perfect job. Visualizing your success while you pray strengthens your faith and makes your intentions more powerful. Trusting in the process. As you begin using the prayer of Saint Michael, it's important to remember that miracles don't always happen overnight. Trust in the process. And know that Saint Michael is working on your behalf, even when things don't seem to be changing immediately. Stay committed to your faith, and continue praying with trust, knowing that divine timing is always at work. Miracles often appear when we least expect them. You may find yourself receiving a phone call with an unexpected job offer, a business opportunity that seems to come out of nowhere, or even a solution to a financial problem that you've been struggling with. These small miracles are a sign that your prayers are being heard and answered. The power of collective faith. In addition to praying for yourself, consider sharing this prayer with others. There is immense power in collective faith. When you pray for the well-being and financial prosperity of others, Saint Michael's energy amplifies and can help bring even more blessings to everyone involved. If you have loved ones who are facing financial struggles, invite them to join you in praying to Saint Michael. Pray together, trust together, and watch how the energy of faith begins to shift not only your life but the lives of those around you. Final thoughts on using the prayer. The prayer of Saint Michael the Archangel is a powerful tool that can open doors to abundance and remove the obstacles blocking your financial success. By invoking his protection and guidance, you are aligning yourself with divine forces that want to see you thrive. But remember, prayer is only one part of the equation. Along with faith, it's important to take action. Look for opportunities, remain open to change, and trust that the universe will provide what you need when you need it. When you combine prayer with faith and positive action, you will begin to see the financial miracles you've been hoping for. Keep praying, keep believing, and most importantly, keep taking steps towards the life of abundance you deserve. Saint Michael is there with you every step of the way, guiding, protecting, and helping you manifest the financial breakthrough you've been waiting for. As we delve deeper into the spiritual connection with Saint Michael the Archangel, it's essential to recognize that the transformation of your financial situation is not just about external circumstances, it is profoundly linked to the way you think and perceive money. Changing your mindset is the first step in manifesting the prosperity that you desire. And this shift, from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, is the key to unlocking financial miracles. The power of mindset. Mindset is everything. How you perceive your financial world dictates how you interact with money and, ultimately, how money flows to you. If you've been living with a mindset of scarcity, where every penny feels like a battle to hold on to, it's easy to fall into patterns of stress, anxiety, and constant worry about your finances. This type of thinking is rooted in the belief that there is not enough to go around, whether it's money, opportunities, or resources, and that you have to fight for every little bit you can get. However, when you shift from scarcity thinking to an abundance mindset, everything changes. With a mindset of abundance, you start to believe that there is more than enough for everyone. You begin to trust that opportunities will appear when you need them, that your efforts will be rewarded, and that the universe, with divine guidance, will bring new financial blessings into your life. This is where faith and the prayer to Saint Michael the Archangel play a pivotal role. Saint Michael's powerful energy helps you break free from limiting beliefs and negative patterns that keep you trapped in the cycle of scarcity. With his protection and divine guidance, you can cultivate a mindset that not only welcomes prosperity but actively attracts it into your life. Scarcity versus abundance mindset. The difference between a scarcity and an abundance mindset is subtle but profound. Let's explore how these mindsets manifest in your life. Scarcity mindset. Fear of lack. People with a scarcity mindset constantly worry about not having enough. They fear that if they spend money, they won't have enough to cover their needs. Competitive thinking. In the scarcity mindset, there is often a belief that other success or wealth comes at their expense. You might feel envious or resentful when others succeed financially. Limited possibilities. The belief that there are limited opportunities for success and wealth keeps you stuck. You might resist new ideas or be hesitant to take risks because you believe there's not enough room for everyone to succeed. Emotional reaction. Financial stress becomes a constant source of emotional strain. This leads to anxiety, fear, and sometimes even a sense of hopelessness, where you feel powerless in improving your financial situation. Abundance mindset. Trust in abundance. A person with an abundance mindset trusts that there is plenty for everyone, and that the universe has an endless supply of opportunities and resources available. They are not afraid to spend money because they know that the flow of abundance will continue. Collaborative thinking. Instead of seeing other success as a threat, those with an abundance mindset celebrate the achievements of others. They understand that success is not finite, and they look for ways to support others in their own journey to financial prosperity. Endless possibilities. People with an abundance mindset believe that there are limitless opportunities available to them. They take risks, try new things, and remain open to new ways of earning, investing, and growing their wealth. Emotional calm. With an abundance mindset, you'll notice a sense of peace around your finances. Instead of constant stress, you will find yourself feeling more optimistic about your financial future, trusting that things will work out in time. Shifting from scarcity to abundance with Saint Michael's guidance. When you invite Saint Michael the Archangel into your life with sincere prayer, you are opening the door for profound spiritual change. One of the powerful ways Saint Michael works is by helping you break free from the chains of scarcity thinking. Through his divine protection and intervention, you begin to develop a stronger connection to your own inner strength and the universe's limitless potential for prosperity. This transformation begins with shifting your focus. Instead of focusing on what you lack, start to focus on what you already have. Saint Michael, the protector of all, shows us that we can overcome any battle, including the mental battles we face regarding money. When you see that you are capable of facing challenges with faith and courage, your perspective begins to change. Your financial difficulties are no longer perceived as insurmountable obstacles but as challenges that you can meet head-on with the right mindset and the right support. Practical steps to shift your mindset. Now that we understand the importance of mindset and the role Saint Michael can play in guiding you through this transformation, let's look at practical steps you can take to shift from scarcity to abundance in your finances. 1. Start with gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for changing your mindset. Begin by acknowledging the things you are already grateful for in your life, your health, your home, your family, and even small financial wins. Every morning, take a moment to thank Saint Michael for protecting you and providing for your needs, and express gratitude for the resources you have. This practice shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, creating a sense of abundance in your heart. 2. Affirm your worthiness. Many people with a scarcity mindset struggle with feelings of unworthiness. They may believe they are not deserving of wealth or prosperity. Counter this belief by repeating affirmations that affirm your worthiness. For example, say to yourself, "I am deserving of financial abundance. The universe is abundant, and I am ready to receive its blessings." As you pray to Saint Michael, affirm your belief in the goodness of the world and your place in it. 3. Visualize your abundance. Visualization is a powerful technique that aligns your mind with your financial goals. Take a moment each day to visualize yourself living the life you desire. See yourself free from debt, flourishing in a career or business, and surrounded by opportunities. Picture your finances improving, and feel the joy and relief that comes with that change. When you visualize, you are tapping into the energy of abundance, and with Saint Michael by your side, these visualizations are infused with divine power. 4. Take inspired action. A mindset shift is only effective when it leads to action. Taking inspired action means aligning your choices with your newfound belief in abundance. This could mean seeking new job opportunities, investing in your skills, or even making small changes in how you manage your finances. Trust that when you take action with faith, Saint Michael's protection and guidance will lead you to the right opportunities. 5. Trust divine timing. One of the most difficult aspects of shifting to an abundance mindset is learning to trust divine timing. We live in a world where instant gratification is common, but true abundance often requires patience. Trust that Saint Michael is working on your behalf, even when the results aren't immediate. Keep faith that your prayers and actions will manifest in the right time, and stay committed to the process. Embrace your abundance journey. Remember, transitioning from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance is a journey that Saint Michael the Archangel is here to help guide you through. By embracing this new way of thinking, you not only open yourself up to new financial opportunities but also transform your relationship with money and the world around you. The more you trust in Saint Michael's protection and your own divine worth, the more you'll find that abundance is not just possible, but inevitable. Your financial freedom begins with the shift in your mindset. So, let go of fear and embrace the unlimited potential that awaits you. With faith, action, and the divine guidance of Saint Michael, you are ready to step into a new world of prosperity and abundance. One of the most powerful aspects of the prayer to Saint Michael the Archangel is its ability to bring about tangible changes in our lives, especially when it comes to overcoming financial struggles. As we've already discussed, faith is key, and when you connect with Saint Michael through prayer, you invite divine protection and intervention into your financial reality. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at real stories of people whose lives were transformed through the power of prayer and faith in Saint Michael. Maria's story, from debt to financial freedom. Maria had always lived paycheck to paycheck, constantly battling debt and struggling to make ends meet. She worked long hours in a job that barely paid the bills, and despite her efforts, her financial situation seemed to be getting worse. She would pray every night for relief, but the bills continued to pile up, and the anxiety of not knowing how she would pay them kept her awake at night. One evening, while sitting in her living room, overwhelmed with despair, she came across a video about Saint Michael the Archangel and his ability to help people through difficult times. Desperate for any kind of help, she decided to give it a try. She began praying the prayer of Saint Michael every night, asking for guidance and protection over her finances. She didn't expect a miracle overnight, but she felt a deep sense of peace after each prayer, as if she were being heard. Within a few weeks, something unexpected happened. Maria received a call from a company she had applied to months before, offering her a much higher-paying job. It was an opportunity she had almost forgotten about, and she was stunned by how it seemed to appear out of nowhere. Over time, her debts began to decrease as she was able to pay off loans and save for the future. She attributes her newfound financial freedom to her prayers to Saint Michael, believing that his divine protection and guidance opened the door to the job offer that changed everything. Maria's story is just one example of how Saint Michael's intervention can bring about life-changing transformations. By opening her heart to faith and prayer, she not only found financial stability but also gained a renewed sense of hope and purpose. John's story, a job opportunity when all seemed lost. John had been struggling to find steady work for several months. He had sent out countless resumes, attended interviews, and networked as best he could, but no doors seemed to open. His savings were running out, and the stress of unemployment was taking a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. Feeling desperate, John turned to prayer and began reciting the prayer of Saint Michael every morning, asking for protection and guidance. For weeks, John continued his job search, all while maintaining his faith in Saint Michael's power. Then, just when he was about to lose hope, he received a phone call from a company he had applied to in the past. They had a position available and were impressed by his experience. Within a few days, he had secured the job, an opportunity that seemed too good to be true. John's transformation wasn't just financial, it was spiritual. He realized that the prayer of Saint Michael had not only opened a door to a new career but had also strengthened his inner belief in divine timing and protection. By trusting in Saint Michael's guidance and protection, he was able to weather the storm of unemployment and find the stability he so desperately needed. Sarah's story, overcoming financial crisis and finding abundance. Sarah's financial troubles began when her business suffered a major setback. She had invested everything she had into her dream, but unforeseen circumstances left her with mounting debts and no clear way forward. Feeling defeated and overwhelmed, she didn't know how she could recover. She felt trapped in a situation that seemed impossible to overcome. One evening, Sarah attended a prayer group where someone mentioned the power of Saint Michael's prayer to protect and guide in times of financial need. Feeling a spark of hope, Sarah decided to try the prayer for herself. She began reciting it daily, asking Saint Michael to protect her finances, help her find a solution, and guide her through her struggles. A few weeks after she started praying, Sarah's life began to shift. A business mentor reached out to her with an opportunity to collaborate on a new venture. Not only was it a chance to get back on her feet, but it also led to an unexpected windfall that helped her pay off her debts and reinvest in her business. Her financial situation, once bleak, was now filled with opportunities. Sarah attributes her turnaround to the divine intervention of Saint Michael, believing that the prayer helped open the doors to abundance and financial recovery. The common thread: faith, persistence, and divine timing. These stories share a common thread, a profound transformation that happened through prayer, faith, and the protection of Saint Michael. Each individual faced a financial crisis, but rather than giving up, they turned to Saint Michael for guidance. Through persistent prayer and trust in divine timing, they all experienced unexpected shifts in their financial realities. What stands out in these stories is not just the material improvements, but the emotional and spiritual transformations that occurred as well. Each person found peace, hope, and a renewed sense of purpose. They not only overcame their financial struggles but also deepened their faith in the power of prayer and divine protection. Saint Michael's intervention is not just about solving problems, it's about changing hearts and minds, opening people to the blessings that the universe has to offer. When you align yourself with Saint Michael's divine protection, you begin to see your circumstances in a new light. Financial challenges no longer seem insurmountable. Instead, they become opportunities for growth, learning, and spiritual evolution. Your turn: how prayer can transform your life. These stories are just a few examples of how Saint Michael's prayer can bring about financial miracles. You, too, can experience this transformation. The key is to have unwavering faith in Saint Michael's power to protect, guide, and open doors of opportunity. If you are facing financial challenges, take a moment to say the prayer of Saint Michael, and trust that divine intervention is already at work in your life. Whether it's through new opportunities, a shift in mindset, or unexpected blessings, Saint Michael is ready to guide you towards the abundance and prosperity that you deserve. Remember, just as these individuals experienced miracles in their lives, you too can invite change by connecting with the divine power of Saint Michael. Stay persistent in your prayers, trust in his protection, and believe that your financial transformation is on its way. As we wrap up this journey together, it's important to remember that the power of Saint Michael the Archangel is not just a spiritual concept, it is a living, breathing force that can change your life. Through his divine protection, his guidance, and his ability to open doors of opportunity, Saint Michael can help you transform not only your financial situation but your entire approach to life. It all begins with faith, a faith that moves mountains, that opens hearts, and that aligns you with the abundant blessings the universe has to offer. We've seen through the stories of Maria, John, and Sarah that prayer, combined with unwavering belief, can lead to miraculous transformations. Whether it's overcoming debt, finding new job opportunities, or turning a financial crisis into a new beginning, the prayer of Saint Michael has the power to guide and protect us in our journey toward prosperity. But, as we've also learned, it's not just about asking for a miracle and waiting. It's about taking consistent action, trusting in the process, and aligning your mindset with abundance. Saint Michael is here to help you, but you must also help yourself by remaining open to new opportunities and maintaining a mindset that attracts success. So, as you continue to pray to Saint Michael, keep your heart and mind open. Trust in the timing of the universe. Know that each prayer you say, every step you take, and every opportunity you seize brings you closer to the financial freedom and abundance you deserve. Now, if this message has inspired you and you feel that the prayer of Saint Michael can make a real difference in your life, I invite you to take the next step. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content that can help you deepen your faith, unlock your financial potential, and live a life of abundance. We post videos regularly on topics like divine protection, financial miracles, and personal growth, so you won't want to miss out on the wisdom and support we share here. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with anyone you know who could benefit from Saint Michael's powerful prayer. There are many people out there who are struggling with their finances, and this prayer can be the breakthrough they need. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've experienced a transformation through prayer or if you have any questions about how to use Saint Michael's prayer in your own life, comment below. Share your story, your experiences, or your thoughts. Your words could inspire someone else who is going through a difficult time. Remember, faith is stronger when we come together as a community to support one another. Finally, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss another video. You'll be the first to hear about our new content, helping you stay connected to the spiritual guidance you need on your journey toward financial freedom and personal growth. Remember, Saint Michael the Archangel is always with you, ready to protect and guide you. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep taking action. Your financial miracles are just around the corner. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. May Saint Michael's divine protection and abundance bless you always. Take care.